Everyone, Tartorius here again with my October 2024 update. So, of course, our SRB for the month just ended, and currently the 33AB special is on, which don't really plan on participating in because, well, I'm not sure if I plan on waiting to get like to 1,000 and then cashing out again, or if I'm gonna convert some of that to ABs. But I mean, if I do, I'd rather wait for like a couple more months because we're supposed to get the, in case we get that 40 AB special at the end of the year. I'd rather get, 40 ABs for every dollar than 33. So, But I still haven't decided on whether or not I'm going to convert all of it, cash out all of it, or what. But, yeah. Anyway, even though I did get another like 24 parcels, I want to say it was last week. I logged in because I found one and opened up an account in what's it called, Wasatch Peaks Credit Union. And while I was in there, I'm like, hey, there's a huge area there's a pretty nice area here with no ownership, so I decided to change that. And the only bad thing about that is since I'm trying to sell parcels here in Utah, it's like until I get to a specific goal, it like complicates it because then I undo all the work I've been doing, but whatever. I'll get to it when I get to it. Anyway, so as it stands, I believe I have, 7,941 commons, getting closer and closer to 8,000, but not quite there yet. 4,728 rares, 2324 epics, and 803 legendaries. I haven't gotten anything outside of Utah right now, so I'm not going to bother with showing that because nothing changed from last time. But of course, I was 15,796, putting me in 9th place in the U.S. because of all the fun activity that's been going on up here. Like, I gotta hand it to Maximus, because we were all super excited when Stealth took down OB, and now the same thing happened to Stealth. In fact, it's a bit worse for Stealth. But yeah. But hey, I mean, they're still doing pretty well. I can't complain. Like, I'm getting about... I just kind of did the math. I've been trying to remember to sort of snapshot, what I'm at right when an SRB starts and what I'm at when it ends. And I believe I got about another $180 from this SRB. So it's pretty good. As far as my debt is concerned, my parents helped me, so let me explain. So I think I mentioned this in my last video, but I cleared up, the last credit card I owed, in, beginning of October. And, that left me with almost no money. But then, I cleared up most of my line of credit with the money I had left over. My parents helped me get rid of the last bit of my line of credit. So technically I'm not out of debt because I owe them money. But as far as, annoying debt with interest accrual, I'm finally done with that. So now I can just, play with math and, start using my money for a bit more serious, investing. And so that's why I'm debating on whether or not I would want to like convert all of it. Because like I mean, for example, right now, uh, if I was to convert everything I had right now, it would give me an extra, 200, 22,770 ABs. And last I checked, when I added that up, what is it? 227 plus 174. That's, let's see if I can do math in my head. 227, 390. It's like 402, I think. Yeah, 227 plus 174. God. 227 plus 174. Okay, 401. I mistyped that. Yep, 401 parcels. I mean, and that would basically put me at a little above 16,000. So, I mean, I'd still be in ninth place. But again, for me at least, maybe at one point climbing the leaderboard, like to be president was my goal. Because debt sucks and stuff, and I'm really trying to avoid it. I am not planning on because here's the thing. I mean, if I wanted to, I could pull a Maximus kind of thing, a stealth kind of thing. But that would require me to max out my credit cards again in my line of credit, and I don't want to do that right now. The only reason I did that is because I missed being, I missed having the $5 a day thing that I have again. And in fact, if I could get to say about what Maximus is at one of these days, that'd probably be a sort of a goal in a way, because I'm pretty sure, so last I checked, right, let's actually check that out real quick. According to this app, right, I get about $5.40 right now. But that's if I boost. If I don't boost, I get like $2.70 every day. I'm pretty sure at this point, heck, Stealth probably gets like over $5 a day without boost. So Maximus, he could probably just not watch ads and still cash out like at least once a day. So, and that's sort of a goal of mine. I mean, it's not that I don't mind running ads. It's especially nice now that Explorers Club gives us 8. This was a really nice update, and to get the 8 hours. In fact, I'll tell you, I remember I said something to support a while ago, where I was asking them why they cap it at 6 and not 8, just because of most of us. I don't know, let's see, most of us. In general, we're supposed to get like 6 to 8 hours of sleep. And I wish I could consistently only need like 6 hours, but because I'm lazy, I sometimes end up getting like 8 hours. So before this update, I would lose my boost for a bit. And I mean, I know it's not a big deal. A lot of people would say, but I kind of hated that. And what I was told is it has to do with the reason why they delayed the what's it called, the 20-minute delay for the free AB ads kind of thing, is because they want to make sure that we that we don't watch the same ad too many times in a small period of time. And in fact, what support told me was they actually would prefer that we only watch four ads instead of 6 because of the diminishing returns. As you know, as we watch the same ad, like as the same person watches the same ad, they start making less and less money from those ads. And I guess because it gets small enough, they feel like it's too negligible, so they didn't want that. And then I suggested, okay, so how about this? Bring it back down to 4. And so then I was thinking everybody only watches 4 ads, but instead of us getting 1 hour of boost, we would get 2 hours boost for each ad. I mean, that would make sense. 2 times 4 is 8. So they get the benefit of less diminishing returns since they don't like that very much. And we would get 8 hours of boost. And at the time, I wasn't even thinking of just Explorers Club members. I was saying everybody. But then they said, for whatever reason, I'm not sure why they said this, but they were saying if they gave us 2 hours for each ad of boost, they would have to cut our income accrual by in half. So as in these values would be cut in half. And then it did the math, and it turns out that would be worse for 8. I don't understand why they felt like they would have to cut that amount in half though. Because if what they don't want is too much of an issue with the diminishing returns, then it should have been a problem if they were telling me they would rather us have 4 ads rather than 6. So, But whatever, I'm glad that at least Explorers Club members now get 8 hours. Hopefully that incentivizes some of you guys to do that at some point. For those of you that aren't Explorers Club members. But, yeah. And the funny thing is, too, I was actually kind of thinking maybe I would give up on Explorers Club at the end of the year. So, I'd have it till, December and then just cancel it. But part of that was because, I didn't really feel like the 91 ABs thing was really doing me very much good. I didn't feel like that was enough incentive anymore. And so they go and do this, and I'm like, holy crap. Now I don't want to give it up. So it was very smart on them to do that, I guess. But, and I mean, I can't complain. Thankfully, with how much I'm getting from this, I get, free Explorers Club now, basically. Not to brag, but, that's kind of nice. Since I'm still kind of technically broke, in the sense that while I don't have, any debt other than what I owe my parents, I'm broke in the sense that I don't really have a lot of savings yet. I'm working on that. So yeah. It's fine. But yeah, I hope you guys all had a good SRB though. I mean, I'm sure I kind of feel bad um, for y'all free-to-play players, honestly. I really do. Because some of you are probably like, man, it must be nice to have been able to risk all that money. And, I'm wondering if especially those who have been around long enough to know that I used to spoof, how many are like, man, I can't believe this jerk was able to get back up. But like, I don't even care anymore at this point. Because here's the thing. I actually just saw an article. I didn't really read through it, but it was like I sort of just saw it. But that apparently, God, I forgot her name. But this, I think I don't know if she's a YouTuber, TikToker, or both. But like, she called out Mr. Beast's company for, I don't know, I think it was some scam apparently with candy. Yeah, I don't remember what it was exactly, but it was something against Mr. Beast. And whether or not that's what they're accusing him of is true, it just goes to show that yeah, even people with good intentions will always have haters. So, and I'm sure even if I'd never spoofed and I managed to make it to, a good enough amount of success with like content creation and philanthropy one day, I'm sure I'd still have haters. I mean, some racist person's gonna be like, man, this Mexican's rich, how'd he do it? For example, and it's just like, I mean, but whatever. Like, whether or not you guys agree with why I spoofed, I had my reasons, and I'll just leave it at that. Anyway. One other thing I should mention, challenges. What do you guys think about those? Because, I've been seeing, like, a lot of people have been really upset, both on, like, Reddit and Facebook, that, like, they feel cheated, like, because they paid, like, what is it, like, $10-15 now, like, because I guess if you bought it before Halloween, it was, like, $10. It was, like, a promo they were doing. And now it's, like, 15, and so some people are, like, upset about that. And, but the other thing that I noticed a lot of players were upset about is that, it doesn't seem like they really explained how challenges worked very well, because I guess at one point we were all led to believe that we could do the challenge missions or tasks in any order we want, and now some players are saying that it's like you have to do them in order, but it seems some players have been able to get some of them done, so I don't know. I guess maybe you could do them in any order you'd like. For me, I feel like I'm just gonna do the free challenges right now. Like, I really wanna... The only thing I really want to pay for right now as far as Atlas Earth goes, at least for the foreseeable future, is Explorers Club. Sort of like OB. I want to just kind of not put too much more money into this at the moment, and focus instead on growing my money in alternative ways. Because like, for those of you who haven't read their new terms, There wasn't in this last update they did to their terms, but it was in a previous one. They added a death policy. Like, if an AE player passes away, I guess what they state is, and this goes for anybody, your family member, one of your family members would have to provide them with a death certificate, to verify that you did in fact pass. And then once they verify that, they would, if your account has $5 or more, they would cash it out to, I guess, whoever I don't know if it's, I'm guessing if the player who passed, like, states who they would want it to go to in, like, a will or something, then they would, transfer it out that way, or they would just transfer it out to whoever a family member who talks to them, Atlas Reality on their behalf, states. And so they would cash out all the money in your account if you have $5 or more, and then they delete your account. Which kind of sucks because I guess I can understand why they're doing it, because if you think about it, like, this is a game, right? And technically all the parcels in your account, those are in-game assets. So that means ultimately they're really property of Atlas Reality. And so I guess one reason why they would want to do that is because then that returns, that allows players to have more parcels to buy. Because if someone dies and they delete their account, all of the parcels they had are once again available to other players. So I can kind of see that being a benefit to deleting your account instead of passing it on to a family member. But yeah, it just, especially for like whales, I guess, like me, it sucks, because it's like all this, I was thinking all this hard work to, to make it to the top, and then if I like drop dead, they'll just delete my account. But again, I mean, it's whatever. I'm not gonna get mad about it. Like, they're not gonna change the policy if I did. And again, it's understandable. So as much as it sucks,